Morning Sainers, welcome to Saints TV Weekly. Thanks to Inglewood Coffee Roasters. Make sure you go on over to inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au and you'll get 40% off coffee, tea and chai products. We're all going to need that this week after the weekend. It was very, very disappointing. Obviously I'm not home yet. I'm still in New South Wales in a cozy Airbnb. So yeah, bringing you Saints TV Weekly from New South Wales at the moment. So yeah, we'll get straight into it. Obviously, round 14 is just past us. Saturday Night Football, Trent Cotchin's 300th, and then obviously Jack Higgins' 50th game as a Sainer. And unfortunately, we went down by 20 points. Tigers 90, Saints 70. I've already got my review player ratings up already, so my review's up on YouTube, available for all of you to watch, and player ratings is exclusive to Saints TV Plus. So yeah, if you want to watch that, go on over to www.saintstv.com.au/plus, sign up and you'll get to watch my player ratings there. But on the game itself, really disappointing. We started like a house on fire, 4-0, and we just couldn't see it out. Where the football was the tail, I guess, of the game for most of the second half, and the Tigers are one of the best, if not the best, wet weather team in the comp, and they handled it better, kicked cleaner, took their chances more, and we had chances in the last quarter. You know, there was a big bulk of that fourth term where we had chances to win it, and we didn't score from it. So really, really disappointing. We go to 8-5 now, and we've got a big game on Friday night against the Brisbane Lions in Spud's game. Now, to flick on over to the injury report to see if there's any players that are likely to return off the back of the weekend's game. Tim Membry's got a knee, he's TBC, so we really don't know where Skunk is at, unfortunately. Jack Bytel is a chance. He's returning from concussion, so he should be available, I think, if training goes well, depending on what changes we want to do. But you'd think he'd probably go through Sandy again. Zach Jones was a week ago with a quad, which means that this week he could be a test for Friday night, so we'll have to wait and see there, but that's a huge one. Dan McKenzie is exactly the same with the calf. He is basically a chance to return this week, I believe, so he's another one that if training goes well, maybe he's a player that we need off the back of the weekend's game. Jack Billings still a couple of weeks away. Hunter Clark still 2 to 4 weeks away. McLennan 2 to 4 weeks. Jack Hayes honing in on that 3-week return mark. Matty Allison about 6 weeks, and Caulfield about 6 weeks to returning to training, and then obviously probably goes through Sandy as well, which will stretch out to the rest of the season. So that's where the injuries are at. Obviously not a lot of players looking to return. No doubt that Ross and co will be looking at the performances on the weekend. I think for the most part players can hold their heads high, and they tried their asses off. There was just a few there that I think there's some question marks on them, whether it's form or they need to go back to Sandy just to get dropped and have a week off. I think there's a couple there that will be the main topics of discussions. So we'll see on Thursday night or Wednesday night for a Friday night game who gets included and who doesn't, whether we make any changes at all, because we did go in with an unchanged team on the weekend. On top of that, obviously VFL, that took place on the weekend. Sandy played Richmond, and they went down by 32 points, 87 to 55. So another loss to Sandy, still in the bottom part of the ladder, unfortunately. Ben Patton had 35 disposals, 5 marks and a tackle, was probably best on ground. Tyson Milne, 24 disposals as well, with 7 marks. Jack Bytel, 26 disposals, 4 marks and 2 tackles, along with a goal. Max Heath had a big day, 1 goal, 15 disposals on top of 11 hitouts. Tom Campbell, 14 disposals, 23 hitouts. Leo Connolly, 19 disposals. Jack Paris, 11. Van Ez, 11. Zane Cordy, 13 disposals to round it out. So, and Ollie Houghton, who's returning second game for Sandy, 10 disposals, rounds out that game. So not really a huge amount of standouts in the Sandy game to, banging on the door to get included. So again, that kind of adds to, I guess, how big of a week this is on the track for everyone, because some players didn't perform in the AFL. Obviously a lot of the players in the VFL probably didn't look like they stood out from the numbers, but in terms of the game itself, yeah, obviously Ben Patton had a big performance, but Jimmy Webster and Liam Soccer I thought were pretty good on the weekend anyway in their position, so I don't think the back pockets a position that we need changing. I think it's more midfield rotation. I think that's where it is. So maybe a Bytel, maybe do we get Tom Campbell to help out Rowan Marshall, because Brisbane are quite tall. Can we exploit them going the other way? That's a question that remains to be seen. But VFL, they went down by 32 points. And now on the flip side, obviously Brisbane, round 15, Friday night football, Marvel Stadium, Spud's game most importantly. Time to talk. Obviously a big part of our fixture is Spud's game, and obviously raising funds for mental health awareness. We're actually going to be chatting to Chelsea Frawley and Kirsten Corbin, who's the executive director of the Danny Frawley Centre this week, as a special sort of interview. So we'll be releasing that out on the channel separately, so stay tuned for that. But big game Friday night. Let's get a big crowd. We want to respond. We haven't gone consecutive losses all season. We've gone win-loss, win-loss, win-loss in the last 6 or so weeks. So off the back of a loss, you'd hope that we get the W again. We need to go to 9-5 and keep our, top 8, top 4 chances alive. It's a very big log jam there from 5th to about 10th. So we want to keep the pressure on the top 4 with a big win against a team that is in that position in 4th and 3rd in Brisbane. So I think there's a big opportunity there for us to get the win under the roof at Marvel in front of a big red, white and black crowd. So make sure you get down. Spud's game. We want to get a lot of numbers on Friday night for a big game in more ways than one. Now, in the last bit of news, I've pumped it out, I guess, on the Insta stories, but I haven't really talked about it too much, apart from maybe briefly last week, I think. But Saints TV Plus, Sainers, has been launched. The new Saints TV website has been launched, www.saintstv.com.au. Check it out. And then obviously Saints TV Plus is the subscription-based content that we've been working very hard on behind the scenes. We've got a monthly subscription if you want to sign up, and obviously a yearly subscription. All of those funds go straight back into supporting the channel, getting bigger guests, getting new tech, enhancing the content in more ways than one, making it crisper, just improving it, and obviously opening more opportunities for the channel to grow. So any sort of support on that front would be amazing. And you obviously, it's not just a donation. We're giving you player ratings, more interviews, more podcasts, more lives, more videos, bigger names, bigger guests, more premium content. Anything you can think of that's going to be bigger and better is going to be on Saints TV Plus. So if you love what we're doing, hop on over to www.saintstv.com.au/plus and sign up, and you'll get all of that. And I can tell you, we've got some pretty big names lined up in the next month or so. I can't announce it just yet, but I'm really excited. Some names that you probably don't think, it doesn't come to your mind straight off the bat, but we're really excited to get these guys on board and have a chat with them about their love for the Saints and obviously their involvement with the Saints as well. There's a little bit of a hint there for you. So big stuff lined up, Sainers. I'll wrap it up there. We're obviously very close to 7,000 on YouTube as well. So make sure you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. That'd mean a lot. I think we're about 500 or 400 off 7K. And obviously every day we're working on new content, writing articles for the website, just doing everything we can to make sure that Saints TV is exactly what the fans want. And if there's any feedback, any content you want that we're not doing, let me know, because we're an open book here. We want to do whatever it takes to make sure that you get the best fan experience and the best fan content in the country, and we want to deliver that to you every single day. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Obviously not my studio, not the crispest Saints TV Weekly. Got the lapel mic and everything, so not the top-notch layout, but hopefully you enjoy it nonetheless. And I'll see you hopefully in the next couple of days. We've got a big week, obviously Spud's game, chatting to Chelsea Frawley and Kirsten Corbin. In the lead up, we've got the podcast, match preview, hopefully a big special guest for the match preview as well. That's in the works. And yeah, plenty of content every single day, Sainers. So I really appreciate your support as always, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and as always, go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.